get anything out of it.
Are you referencing something like some kind of work of fiction that I'm unaware of?
Oh dear Lord, where do I begin? Ready Player One is a movie I managed to avoid for 5 years. I heard all about its endless cavalcade of pop culture references. It's actually, you know what, that's pretty much all I heard about it. And considering how I feel about Ralph Breaks the Internet, Space Jam 2, and the Emoji Movie, yeah, you can probably guess why I was pretty content with never watching this absolutely filthy looking film. I did actually write a 10-minute parody play about it in college based on what little cursory knowledge I had about it. The play was recorded and it's on YouTube somewhere. You can search for it if you want, and if you manage to find it, I'll give you the keys to the Oasis or whatever. But yeah, aside from that, I never had any encounter with Ready Player One again. Until this video. I mean, let's be fair, it is ranked 4th to last for a reason. The same reason Shark Tale's ranked 5th to last on my DreamWorks ranking. Sometimes a movie is so insanely bad in ways you've never seen before that you have a great time watching it. The ironic enjoyment levels I got out of this shitfest really saved it, and I enjoyed it more than 3 other Spielberg movies as a result. God, I can't believe I have to call this a Spielberg movie. Not so much because it doesn't feel like Spielberg made it, but because it doesn't even feel like a goddamn movie. My brain collapsed in on itself watching this garbage. All I could do was point at the screen and mockingly clap every time they made a pop culture reference. There must have been like, 50 of them in the first 10 minutes. I liked the Minecraft world part, but I didn't like how they didn't have the Minecraft later in the movie. Where did Minecraft Steve go? I wanted to see him in the final battle. This movie genuinely might have one of the worst screenplays I've ever seen in my entire life. They just keep referencing things. It never ends. The main guy is in love with a Twitch streamer and she just kind of instantly falls in love with him. Why are they a good pair? What about them is compatible? What even is the main guy's personality? I can't even tell. Are you seriously telling me that nobody ever thought to drive backwards on this course when it was clear driving forwards wasn't working? Director Krennic has all these resources and agents at his disposal. Why are none of them scouring the holiday tapes to find clues on how to beat the challenges? Why aren't any normal-ass people doing this? Why is this kid the only one on the planet who thinks to look at holiday security files? Oh no, the bad guys killed his mom's sister. You killed my mom's sister. If only there was an easier word for that. Also, wow, I'm so broken up about this character who had one scene and I didn't care for it all in that scene. How come every single one of the online friends this kid makes lives in the same area? What a wild damn coincidence. They all just happen to be in Ohio and not across the country or the world. Why do people just use their headsets in the streets? Shouldn't they do that at home? Won't they get hit by cars if they're playing a VR game right next to a street? Why is the opening race scene completely visually incoherent? Oh no, the girl is ugly. Don't look at her. She's so hideous because she has a scar on her face. Shut the fuck up. She looks fine. Oh goody, TJ Miller is in this just when I thought it couldn't get any better. Oh look, it's the Shining scene. That's pretty cool, right? People like this scene a lot. That must mean it's good. No, of course not. It's the same shit as the rest of the movie. It's just taking all these iconic elements from the original film and robbing them of their context and meaning. It's just genuinely tease the movie. Nothing about it looks cinematic. Everything looks like a cheap video game cutscene. Yeah, they're in a video game and has a reason to look that way. But having an excuse doesn't change the fact that 80% of the movie looks visually hideous. Even the real world scenes don't look great. There's a scene where Halliday's talking to Simon Pegg and it looks like it was filmed for a shitty sitcom, not a $155 million movie. The only things I liked were Ben Mendelsohn. He usually gives a great performance and it's no different here. He can somewhat salvage just about anything. And I don't know, I mean the concept's kind of fun. Scouring a man's life for clues that will lead you to different challenges in this virtual world. I feel like the story online had a lot of potential if the characters and script weren't so stupid and if it didn't rely so heavily on pop culture references. This story with actual new concepts and made-up brands instead of an avalanche of never-ending real-world pop culture references could actually be pretty neat. But that's not what we got. It's impossible to improve myself in any scene because my focus is always being being driven away by remember the chest burster, remember the holy hand grenade, Tracer, Overwatch, the Iron Giant, Back to the Future, to be fair, the movie does slow down with the references towards a lot of the middle parts, but at that point, the damage is kind of done. I have zero investment in anything going on anymore, because all I can do is cringe at the references, scream and laugh at the awful visual effects, and find myself deeply unsatisfied with the characters and narrative. But I will give the movie this. It really is not boring. At least not until the final battle where I was ready for it to start wrapping up. Throughout most of it, however, I was having the time of my life enjoying this unprecedentedly shitty, artless, soulless dumpster fire. It was a much better viewing experience than the boring, insane, unholy trinity of the BFG, 1941, and the Mollies. So congrats to Ready Player One. Not getting last place is truly an achievement. Even though it's not my least favorite of his, I'd say this is without a doubt the most embarrassing thing Steven Spielberg's name has ever been attached to. I literally cannot imagine him directing the sequences in this film. There was not a single frame of this movie in which I thought to myself, yes, Steven Spielberg directed this. It is the antithesis of artful expression, and it is a blight against the art of filmmaking. But it was pretty funny how bad it was, and it had Ryu from Streets. Maybe if Ryu was in the BFG, I would have liked it better. Also, I can't be the only one who thought Spielberg should have referenced himself and had the final challenge on the Atari be playing the E.T. video game. That would have been so perfect, mainly because all the E.T. Atari copies ended up in a landfill, and that's where Ready Player One belongs. Know your fucking place, trash.